Alright, here we are with the next phase of the rebuild, and as you can see I have the front suspension out, top and lower wishbones, drop links also too. Now I didn't film the second side undoing it, as it's the same as the first side, so I didn't want to bore you, but I did have a lot more issues than I did on the first one. As you can see on this one I've still got a hub connected with a ball joint, as those bolts were very seized, top and lower ball joints were seized. However, I have managed to free them, but I've still got to get one off the bottom. I did also have a seized bolt in the passenger side control arm, and I was thinking, well, how am I going to overcome this? So I did see a product online. Now I'm always skeptical of these products to see if they work or not, but I thought I'd give it a go. And this product is the Crackit antifreeze shock release spray. Now it's supposed to be designed to release seized bolts, so I thought I'd give this product a go. And to be honest, I didn't think it was, but after a bit of a test and go, it did release the front control arm bolt and the ball joint nuts. So yes, hands down, it did work. However, I have started to undo the rear suspension, and I have two seized bolts there as well. Now unfortunately, the Crackit did not work on this at all. No matter how much I put on, how much time I waited, I have some seized bolts in there, so I might have to come up with a different solution with that later on. But anyway, for now we're going to get on to removing bushes out of these control arms with a special bushing tool. Right, it's bushing removal time. Now of course this can be a very daunting job for anybody. You might think, well, this is going to be a lot worse than actually getting the actual bolts out, but actually getting seized bolts out are worse than doing this if you do it the right way. Now, as you've probably seen on YouTube, you can do it many ways. You can use a bolt and a coupling, or you can burn them out, or you can melt them and sit them in brake fluid and stuff like that. But you know what, there's a very easy way to do this. Now I've put it to the test and it does work very well. Now what it is a simple bushing pulley tool. See that? This is just designed to pop out bushings. And why not make your life a hell of a lot easy by doing this? So who wants to struggle doing these jobs? Because these jobs are hard enough as it is. So I'm gonna get this one done. I've already done this bushing here. Here's a bit of a struggle, but nothing too major. And we're gonna do this one here now. So as you can see, this one's old and manky. Exactly, and it looks like it's in there for love or money. Now the first thing you want to do is get rid of this rubber edge around here. So we're just going to cut that off with some scissors or knife. It will just make your life a lot easier when the bushing is going through the actual housing. So I'm going to take that top layer off there. Just like that. Just a little bit more there. And yes, it will just help it slide through the hole quite easy. There we go, there's no flange on there. Right, so I'm gonna set the press up and I'll show you how it works. Right, looks like we've got a bit of cloud coming over. So anyway, while we've got some light, let's do this. So anyway, that's it set up. Okay. Now basically just clamps on to the bottom here of the housing, and I've used a socket and a washer to help it along the way, and to give it a bit more help, just use that bit of penetrating fluid, seep it down in there so it can ease its way out. Now of course, like anything, it will need a bit of muscle, so let's get on with this and push this one out, shall we? So this one is a 10mm, which is a small spark plug socket. So here we go. Let's push this one out, shall we? And it's a very easy job to do. No stressing, no worrying, no flames, no fire, nothing. So if you are doing them on this car or any other car, the puller itself is only £12 here in the UK. To be honest, you know, again, why not make your life a bit easier? 12 quid is nothing to pop all these bushes out in a very easy ratchet fashion. As you can see, it is coming out. As we're going along, just squeeze a little bit more of this fluid in there. Penetrating fluid, yeah, just helps it out a little bit more. And keep rolling. And it is coming out. Now these bushings probably have been in here for 28 odd years. So, you know. And she's halfway out. Now, here I'm thinking the bushings were the hardest thing to do, but no, these rusty bolts, as we all come across that issue. A bit of rain in a minute. Anyway, keep wrenching. It's almost out. As you see, there we go, she's popped. Pop the rest of it out. Wind it back off. And out she comes. Presto! One control arm without bushings. And just take a look at this manky old bushing, eh? It's all manked and frayed on the end. Even down the inner, still looks alright. But there you go. So that is the easiest way to take out your bushings with a simple bushing pusher puller tool. Right, there we go. We're back after dismantling almost everything of the front control arms. We've done all the bushings except for the top two ball joints. Now, because they are pressed in, I don't have a press or anything like that. I thought I could do it with a pulley gear puller. But that didn't work, so I'm going to have to go and get those pushed out. But saying that, we're almost ready to refurbish these. We're going to clean them all down, get them all rust-proofed, and then repainted, and then all new parts on. But as you can see, all these nasty bushings have come out pretty easy with the bushing puller. I do recommend that if you're doing this job, and it didn't take too long to do. So anyway, that's the end of this one. We're going to continue more on later shows, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.